It was one of those days that felt louder than usual. Not just noise, but pressure. David sat at his desk, hands still on the keyboard. The world outside moved like normal. People walking, cars passing. But inside, everything felt stuck. He stared at his phone. A message sat open. Unsent. He knew what he wanted to say. He just didn't know if it was the right thing to say. Ever been there? That space between reaction and response, where emotions are loud but clarity is quiet. David leaned back in his chair and closed his eyes. God, I don't know what to do. No dramatic music. No lightning. Just silence. Or at least, that's what it felt like at first. A few moments passed, and then something subtle. Not a voice you hear with your ears, but something you recognize deep down. A reminder. Be patient. David exhaled slowly. It wasn't a new idea. He'd heard it before. He just hadn't felt it like this. Another thought followed just as gently. Respond with grace. He shifted in his chair. That one hit deeper, because grace wasn't what he felt like giving. Jesus once said something that didn't sound loud or dramatic either. But it carries through moments exactly like this. He said that the Holy Spirit, our helper, would teach us and remind us of everything he's already told us. Not always in big, obvious ways, but in quiet nudges, in timely thoughts, in moments where truth rises, right when we need it. David opened his eyes. The message on his phone didn't change. The situation didn't magically fix itself, but something inside him had shifted. He wasn't reacting anymore. He was remembering. He started typing again, slower this time, more intentional, not from frustration, but from a place that felt steadier. Hey, I don't want this to turn into something bigger than it needs to be. I value you more than this argument. He paused. That didn't come from impulse. That came from somewhere deeper. And that's the thing about the Holy Spirit. Sometimes we expect something loud, clear, undeniable, but often it is a reminder of who you recalled to be right in the middle of who you feel like being. It's peace, interrupting panic. It's wisdom, cutting through confusion. It's truth, showing up right on time. David hit send. He didn't know how it would be received. But for the first time that day, he felt at peace. Not because everything was solved, but because he wasn't carrying it alone. Later that night, he sat on the edge of his bed, thinking about the day. That moment in the office kept replaying in his mind. Not the stress, not the message, but the reminder, that quiet, steady presence. Maybe you felt that too. A thought that brings you back to patience. A nudge toward kindness when it's hard. A reminder to forgive, even when it's undeserved. That's not random. That's not just your imagination. That's the helper Jesus promised. Still teaching, still reminding, still guiding, even now. So the next time life gets loud, pause, breathe. Listen a little closer, because the voice you didn't notice at first might be the one you needed all along. And the helper, the Holy Spirit, will teach you all things and remind you of everything I have told you. John 14:26. If this spoke to you, take a moment today to slow down and listen. You're not alone in this, never have been.